Good day, Bow Tie Nation, I salute you. Today, we're diving into a financial concept that impacts many people, often without them fully realizing its implications revolving around debt. In a world where credit is readily accessible and financial choices can shape our lives, understanding the nuances of different types of debt is crucial for making informed decisions. So, let's explore what revolving debt is, how it operates, and how it differs from other forms of debt. First, let's define revolving debt. At its core, revolving debt refers to a type of credit that allows you to borrow money up to a certain limit and pay it back over time, with the flexibility to borrow again as you repay. Think of it as a dynamic cycle of borrowing and repaying. The most common example of revolving debt is a credit card. When you use a credit card, you're essentially borrowing money from the issuer up to your credit limit. You can carry a balance from month to month, making minimum payments, but remember that the longer you carry that balance, the more interest you'll accrue. Now let's break down how revolving debt works. When you purchase with your credit card, that amount gets deducted from your available credit limit. Each month, you'll receive a statement detailing your balance, the minimum payment due, and the interest you'll incur if you don't pay the full amount. One of the key features of revolving debt is its flexibility. You can borrow as much or as little as you need, up to your limit, and you can choose how much to pay back each month, as long as you meet at least the minimum payment. This flexibility, however, is a double-edged sword. It can be incredibly useful in emergencies or unexpected expenses, allowing you to access funds when you need them most. Yet it also carries the risk of overspending and accumulating debt if not managed wisely. The temptation to spend beyond your means can lead to a cycle of debt that can feel impossible to escape. This is why understanding revolving debt is so important. It places the responsibility squarely on you to manage your spending habits and repayment strategies effectively. Now, let's contrast revolving debt with other types of debt, such as installment loans. Installment loans involve borrowing a specific amount of money and repaying it in fixed amounts over a predetermined period. Mortgages, auto loans, and personal loans fall into this category. With an installment loan, you receive the entire loan amount upfront, and then you make regular payments until the loan is fully paid off. This creates a clear repayment schedule, making it easier to plan your budget. In contrast, revolving debt does not have a set repayment schedule. Instead, you have the option to carry a balance and make varied payments each month, depending on your financial situation. This flexibility can be appealing, but it also means that you need to be disciplined in your approach to repayment. If you carry a balance, the interest can accumulate quickly, often leading to much higher total repayment amounts compared to a fixed installment loan. Another important distinction is how revolving debt affects your credit score. Credit utilization, which is the ratio of your credit card balance to your credit limits, plays a significant role in determining your credit score. Ideally, you should aim to keep your credit utilization below 30%. However, because revolving debt allows for ongoing borrowing and spending, it can be easy to inadvertently increase your utilization rate, which can negatively impact your credit score. In contrast, installment loans typically contribute to your credit history in a more predictable manner, as you steadily pay down a fixed amount over time. When it comes to interest rates, revolving debt often carries higher rates than installment loans. Credit cards, for example, can have interest rates that range from moderate to exceptionally high, particularly for those with less than stellar credit. This makes it essential to pay off the balance in full each month to avoid incurring costly interest charges. In contrast, installment loans generally offer lower fixed interest rates, which can make them more manageable in terms of long-term repayment. As you navigate the world of credit, it's crucial to develop a strategy for managing revolving debt. Start by creating a budget that allows you to track your spending and prioritize debt repayment. If you find yourself in a position where you're carrying a balance, consider making a plan to pay more than the minimum payment each month. This will not only help you pay off your debt more quickly, but also reduce the amount of interest you'll pay in the long run. Another effective strategy is to evaluate your credit card options. If you're paying high interest on existing balances, consider transferring those balances to a credit card with a lower interest rate or a promotional zero-interest offer. Just be cautious of any fees associated with balance transfers and ensure that you have a plan to pay off the balance before the promotional period ends. Understanding revolving debt is essential for anyone who wishes to take control of their financial future. It offers both flexibility and risk, allowing for easy access to credit while requiring discipline and planning to avoid falling into a cycle of debt. By grasping the differences between revolving debt and other types of debt, such as installment loans, you can make informed choices that align with your financial goals. Equip yourself with knowledge, create a solid plan, and take charge of your financial journey. The road may be challenging at times, but with awareness and dedication, you can navigate it successfully.